Hello and welcome to some more Phantasy Star Online. Today, a wife is depressed. I want my money to stop wasting his money. He buys too many weapons. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have a wife here to tell me, hey, please stop buying weapons. I don't think he knows what the word waste means. He buys weapons without a second thought. He could buy much better weapons easier if he saved his money, right? He'll listen to you since you're also a hunter. Convince him. What? I'm sorry. What? I can't even use a flowing sword, dude. What do you mean? I am very confusion. Are you? You found Rico yet? Nope. Unfortunate accident with Rico there. Oh, that's my cat. Oh, that weapon is great. Really great. What? Okay, hold on. Who is it? Who in the hell do I have to talk to? Is it you? Tell me what you think. Pioneer 1 down, 1 down, ruin the reports. The point next to me, someone intentionally hiding this. Let me guess, he's at the weapon shop. What? Who are you? An errand for my wife. I'm buying weapons too often. Shut up. Expensive weapons are strong. Strong weapons can kill expensive monsters and become rich. Seems smart to me to buy better weapons, understand? I mean, like, yes, it's better for you to buy better weapons, but hold on. No, I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. Because I'm a fool, it's not always true because you're a fool. Because I'm a fool. You better go to school every day. Oh, I didn't convince him. I think we lost. Huh. Well, guys, nah. So let's see. I'll do the mission. You're fooled by him, weren't you? I can't believe it. He said he's not economical because he buys without thinking. Take a firm stand, okay? Oh, okay. Longer quest than I thought. I thought she was going to talk to us and she was going to be like, how dare you? How dare you get fooled by my dumbass husband? Good job, idiot. And you know, that was going to be the end of it. What? Did you forget to say something? You can't convince me I'm not wrong. Expensive weapons are strong. These strong weapons are killers. No, I don't understand. You not understand. It's not always true. Aren't always strong, right? But listen, even if the attackers, it may be very good. High hit ratio. Most important thing is get a good point price. Can't convince me. Buy now. I'll be right back. Buying weapons is fine, you need to be smart. Take a firm stand. I don't know what a firm stand is. I mean, Superfly is a pretty firm stand if I'm thinking about it. Never mind. Yes, you're right. Good. I can't believe he snubbed you. My goodness. What's he saying? He isn't wrong, but he's not being economical. Take a firm stand, okay? I don't understand. I'm a fool. What do you want? You forget to say something? You can't convince me I'm not wrong. You ever just rub your eyes and you get like way more tired than you were previously? No, I don't understand. Because you're a fool. What? I'm wasting my money by buying all the time. I'm changing weapons too quickly and ignoring cost versus performance. I can't rebut it. You're right, but I can't stop buying weapons. Forgive me. I want to buy a weapon. I forgot. I don't want any of what they have. Hold on. Maybe there's a spell. Gifwa. It's alright. Do I want Gifwa though? I'm thinking about it. Wow, that's only $900. Missed it. It's only 900 missed it. Oh, hey, look, I'm 1 level up. I'm getting a sword that's 100 attack better than my DB saber. I have no clue who DB is. It's a model of someone's saber. Or a common war saber. I don't remember. Did he finally understand? Now I know he has a weapon fetish. But we can't afford to waste money to keep him happy all the time. Tell him, no more shopping. I don't know. No more shopping. No more shopping. No more shopping. Oh, hi. Weapon fetish. Yeah, I am. Look at the luster. Beautiful. Love it. New weapons are so beautiful and shiny. I love buying more. What? No more shopping? It's too cruel. I'll buy weapons later. Good job. Please receive your money at the guild. I skipped a thing. Don't worry. It wasn't important. We got our money. Now we can go buy more weapons. You know, for our weapon, love. Organize. Great. Episode 1. Razzle. I don't know why I always have to name it that each time. It just feels good. Let's go complete an actual mission, because that halved the amount of brain cells I have. I don't understand. I am a fool. Addicting food. Addicting food. I'm not even going to read the description, I just want to go into it. Food sounds nice, especially if it's addicting. Drink a really basic. Pioneer 2 doesn't really restrict us on food consumption, but certain types of foods are restricted, especially sweets. But I love sweets. I was looking forward to landing on Raggle because it means eating sweets. The landing was postponed, and I really need my sweets. Perhaps you hunters can go to Pioneer 1 to get some sweets. Sorry, this sounds like a stupid request, but I'm serious. I just want some sweets. Some sweets. 20k XP. I'm not sure if I can get that during this entire mission. I mean, I kind of hope I do, just because ooh, no, I'll be able to get it. Bop. 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 Okay, I'm no longer sure that I can get 20k XP in this mission. Unless it's like a metric fuck ton of grind. Like grinding, just murdering. So, you know, I'm gonna, of course, you know, as I'm talking about a video game, the tradition is to talk about a completely different video game. Animal Crossing, no. This time it's Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Monster Hunter World, go fuck yourself. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, I love that game. And believe it or not, it's not because I just like to use the styles, even though I am Valor Greatsword all the way. See, I started using bow, and there's one bow that fucking tops them all on just pure raw damage, and that's the Warn bow. That's a lie. I think the ghoulish something. That one beats it out just barely in raw damage, but because of how it is, it's slightly slower on firing. And you know, I was talking about a spread shot bow. And I was like, yeah, I'm using a horn bow set, and I was like, holy shit, it's kind of like too effective. Like, considering I can have up to basically 500 attack, which, considering most of the late game weapons just barely have over 300, you know, with a few buffs, maybe 350. Almost 500 is kind of fucking insane. And that's the power of the Warn bow. Like, it's definitely possible with some weapons. But with my set, I just have, you know, about 500 attack. And of course, the Warn bow has negative 70 crit. And then there's a skill called negative crit, which takes a quarter of, you know, there's a 1 in 4 chance that your any bad crit you have turns into a bitter crit or a negative crit. Or a whatever the fuck you want to call it. I hate the names for these. I'm not sure what the official ones are. But anyway, it's called Bitter Crit on the skills menu, so I'm just going to call it that. Bitter crit is 2 times damage, which means you're doing 2 times. But it's only 1/4 of if you, or 1 of 4 chance if you get a bad crit, which is like a failure crit. I don't know what to call it, a negative crit, but the skill's called negative crit. I just hate everything, man. Anyway, I was arguing with this guy, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna use the exact same fucking skill for both things. Tell me which is, I'll tell you what numbers come out. They're like, okay, I'm following you. It reminded me of the Rayman when Patrick Manta Ray, whatever his fucking name was, the villain in SpongeBob, where he's like, okay, so this is your wallet. I found this wallet, okay, and there's a license inside that says yours, okay. So that must mean it's your wallet. Alright, I found out again. Found out of your pocket. See, it fell out of your pocket. It has your driver's license. So here, take it back. No. But it's your wallet. No, I'm not sure about that one. Like, you go on the things, and they were saying, what was it? Devil's Council. That's the bow. The Warren. In terms of spread bows, it is the best non-worn, not the worn bow spread bow. It's like the second best. Here's the thing: it still falls short with a lower average damage by like 40. And the thing that pissed me off is the fact that they had brought up that, and I told them why they were wrong, and they said, oh well, it really monsters and hit zones, and they do the exact same fucking damage type. First of all, they do the exact same amount of damage type. I'm calculating the exact same fucking thing for them. The difference between them, they're using the exact same shot type. That's a lie. Warren Bow is using spread 5, which does a spread of 5 shots, and the other one's doing spread 4, which I think is a spread of 4 shots. I'm not sure because I don't give a fuck. Sorry, I don't just give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck. That's right. I wouldn't give my fuck everything, even if I had it. So I'm tired of being around. So I'm like, dude, like, on paper, this is fucking, this is fucking better. And he's like, well, on paper, it's, and it's like, okay, let's see here. If we go into a battle, or into a thing, and I get the best possible thing with this, it's worse than the best possible thing with this, by far. Like, by far. Constantly doing 2 times damage is much better than doing 1.25 times damage, or 1.4 if you have crit up. That heavily helps it. Because I built one for a maximum damage version of it, or a maximum raw damage for it, and a maximum crit for it. And either way, the average damage is coming out better with the straight raw damage build. But I consider the crit for all of it, and then I was like, even in the best case scenario, which is the crit build, where you're doing constant crits at 1.4 times crit, it's still worse than doing literally 2 times and having more base damage by a good 50. And they were like, well, when it comes to monsters and, the hitbox and the shot and like, no, you're literally using the same fucking shot type, almost for the most part. And, and they're like, well, spread bows aren't even actually that good, which they're fucking amazing for elemental. And, I mean, heavy does really good. Heavy's one of the, better. I think the ghoul bow, which is considered the best bow in terms of damage, is I think it does heavy. I might be wrong. I can search it up with one hand and we'll walk into the next one. Anyways, Like, you're like, yeah, heavy, and then like piercing can also be extreme. It's almost like, you know, there's bows for every fucking thing, and I'm talking about spread bows specifically. I don't give a fuck about the rest of the bows. I'm not making a bow build, I'm making a spread bow build. Specifically the worn bow, because I like it. It's beautiful. And so, you know, this dumbass, I'm like, every single way I came out, you know, the worn bow did more damage. Except in one category. If you, or the Devil's Console has Power Shot 2, which is 1.5 times raw. But the worn bow only has Power Shot 1, which does, guess what, 1.35 times raw. That's right. And so calculating those out, you start doing a lot of fucking damage either way. But no, the Devil's Console actually, in both respects, completely fucks it. Like even you taking the lower number, which was the crit build's average damage, and using that is better than the worn bow's average damage using those shots. But there is the problem of running out, because you can only ever have so many, because you start with 50 and you can only bring so many crafting materials. So you can only craft so many of the, you know. So truthfully, you'd eventually run out on like the much longer fights, because believe it or not, some of those fights, if you're not like a pro speed runner, got 4 people fucking just hauling ass, it's gonna take you a few. You know, it's gonna take you a little while to actually kill a monster. Especially if you're not, you know, a god with your weapon. Oh, what was I gonna look up? Well, it's too late now. I wonder if that teleport right there is exactly what I need. Don't crush me. I'll crush you. My brains are trying to sell. 'Tis not working. And so, you know, every way I sliced it, the worn bow just came up better. Except in shorter hunts, where I would, you know, I could take more advantage of the coatings. Which the Devil's Console did have the benefit of also being able to use, I think it's the paralysis and the poison coating. Now, in before somebody says, you know, both have the close range coating, so I'm just not taking that into a factor, as both of them can make full effect of it, you know, very, very easily. And, yeah, this guy, I forget his exact wording, but he was basically like, well, that's on paper. And, you know, that's good and all, but that's on paper and such. And I'm like, bruh, fucking, I'm talking about paper and numbers, because literally anything could happen during a hunt. I could get fucking insta-comboed to death without the ability to do absolutely anything with some monsters. But you know what? The AI, you know, changes and is slightly random. And, you know, you know, it's yeah. And, with crits, holy, like, I can get 2 times damage literally every single shot. Every single arrow of the 5 spread. If I was really lucky. Now, would I be really lucky? Probably fucking not. It's only a 1/4 chance of a 70% chance. Which, by the way, is 17.5. If I remember correctly. Hopefully I didn't just, you know, blurt out my numbers. But yeah, because that would be 20, 30... Yeah, that'd be 35. Yeah, that would be it. 17.5. Just making sure. But, yeah, anyway, I fucking sliced it. I couldn't find a build that made, the Devil's Console better base damage, especially for long hunts. And, you know, I also had to do less material cost if I did, the worn bow. And so the worn bow kicks ass, by the way. It does so much, okay. You can charge the thing in about like 2, maybe 3 seconds. It's beautiful. You can charge a shot in about 2, maybe 3 seconds. If you're close to the monster, I think you do like 2 times damage. So you're doing like 500, then 2 times, then the spread multiplier and damage and such. And he said, well, spread bows are kind of garbage because when you're close to monsters, or because with spread you have a high chance of missing, and it's like, no, not really. I don't know if you know, but if you can aim better than a silver 1 in CS:GO, and if you can aim better than a silver 1 CS:GO, I know its controller's slightly different, and you also got half a brain cell to know when to shoot. And believe it, there's one more thing. It's getting close enough to do maximum damage, which is what you're supposed to do with any bow, is get in the proper range to do the proper amount of damage that you need. It's really easy to hit your monsters even if they have a small head, because as a spread it comes out as a cone. But here's the thing. The start of the cone is tiny. Is fucking tiny. So as long as you put, like, if you fill the cone, a good chunk of the cone with a fucking head right there, doesn't matter how small, you can just blast. Heck, I don't even have a problem taking out small monsters just because I walk up to them and, I blast them. So anyway, I start blasting. Yeah, you can just blast them. Easy. Heck, you can take out 2 of them at a time. Not really with G rank. Some of those smaller monsters in G rank are just stupidly strong for some reason. Now, if you use the worn bow, and especially spread shot right, you can knock over or break apart on a monster every other shot. And now somebody said, I was like, holy shit, like I've been playing Valor Greatsword, and I knock over my fucking enemies constantly. It's amazing. I love it. But this fucking horn bow, like I just started using it. I'm not a gunner, by the way. I don't play gunner ever. I don't even play bow. This is my just first foray, just because I had it and I decided, wow, what if I just fully upgrade that shit? Hey, guess what? It works amazingly. I love it. I've got an entire Valstrike set with a charm, which I forget what it does, and I slotted in negative crit for it. I've got a talisman with 3 slots. It gives me just enough to have negative crit, but it just barely kicks it off enough to do. It barely hurts it enough to not have an attack up small. I have 9 attack points out of 10. It requires 10, 15, or 20 to get an attack boost. So, at the end of the day, I realized, well, I've done my math. I learned what I needed. I asked these people because I thought they had the knowledge, and through their knowledge, I went down this road of of bow discovery, and I figured out exactly what I needed to, and that's that the worn bow is pretty fucking dope. Now, yeah, there's always the whole, like, oh, well, you don't want to use the worn bow because it's got such a low affinity. That low affinity is going to fuck you up. And it's like, well, I mean, like, to a point. Like, to a point, it's going to fuck you up. I mean, it's not really that bad. It's not as bad as you're making it seem. I mean, there's also the chance that you could just hit literally every shot as 2 times, as I say this all the time. In real life, those, no matter how improbable some fucking shit is in a game, it has a chance of happening. The saying, not probable, possible. Or possible, but not probable. No, probably a lot of things to describe. Is that a guffaw? It's a guffaw. Hey, look, that door's open. So, if you do have any, if you do have any like spread shot bow builds, or any information to tell me whether, you know, I'm a massive dumbass and the worn bow is actually complete hot garbage and you can get 600 base attack or raw attack with this bow over here, tell me. Doesn't have to be 600 damage, but you know, I'd prefer. Let's see, Ghoul. Gargua Ghoul bow, that's it. That's the bow that people can get maximum damage off of. It's got rapid 4 and spread 5. Ooh. Spread shot 5, or spread 5. I think that's, what's it called, like the arc or something though? I'm not sure how good that is. I don't know, it's the one in parentheses, and I always forget what the fourth one does. Mostly because, again, not a gunner. Don't use guns. Don't use guns. Although I have been trying at least. I'm just really bad at dodging when I'm not like, you know. If it's not a dance, if it's not a dance between their legs with my, you know, with my sword slashing and hacking away, I kind of get fucked on my whole dodging. Because again, as I said, I'm Valor Longsword. And I kind of feel like I'm losing some of the potential of a lot of the gun weapons if I don't actually have their arts on me. So of course I can always go like Adept, maybe even Valor, or, you know, or sorry, Adept, Valor, or maybe even Aerial. But you know, my whole problem with that is, and why I usually stick with Alchemy or Striker, is because, you know, the arts. My mouth is so dry. The arts are a big part, you know? Gunpowder infusion for heavy bowgun is stupid helpful. For bow, especially for the worn bow and the spread shot damage, the haste rain. Haste rain's absolutely amazing. Triple volley does a lot of good damage, and I'm really enjoying that. And then what's the third one I use? I don't remember. No. But yeah, if the worn bow is like garbage tier, just because of, you know, there's just a straight up better spread shot bow, or a that's not the Gargua. Which, by the way, when calculated, I think I remember reading about it, that they were very close. Like, you know, the Gargua is more damage, but it's a lot slower because it needs a higher level of charge. But, you know. The worn bow is slightly faster. Is faster while, like, you know, slightly lower on damage. They really kind of they stack up really well together, and people didn't expect the worn bow to be as good as it is. But yeah, the guy on the some dumb fuck on the internet rustled my jimmies because, you know, I asked him a question. And then when I said, hold on, wait a second, I got some information coming in here, you know, that I fact-checked you in your facts or opinion. He said, fuck you. And I said, well, you know what? Stop reading forum posts from 2000, I was going to say 19, but that's too recent. And then, you know, I already started saying 9, so might as well. Nah, I think 2016, 2017 are more like it for Monster Hunter Gen. But I don't think even those, you know, half of the bows were in there that I was talking about today. Like maybe like a worn bow that's just worse, but who knows? Excuse me. There we go. I decided to drink a bunch of water because my mouth was so dry to the point that it hurt. Which sucks. It just Just a terrible feeling, really. I'm also really tired, so I've got that kind of like droopy, that one droopy eye, kind of creating it like a lazy eye kind of feel. I'm doing my shake leg constantly, which I really shouldn't do, because that can knock out some of my cords sometimes. Believe it or not, I've got a shitty laptop. Cords don't stick well. Anyway, I'm doing that like half droopy eye thing that makes me look like I got a lazy eye. You know, I'm getting parched real easy. It's my brain cells ain't working and I'm rambling. Beautiful, beautiful time to be razzing. Hey, look, there goes the ons. But yeah, I said, yeah, it's absolutely insane how much the fucking Warnbow. Like I said, has anybody tried a Warnbow build? And they're like, I use it for the meme. And I'm like, bruh, I made a negative crit set, and I'm not kidding on how fucking powerful it is. Like, I made it as a meme too, but it ain't a meme. It's like when you find a meme and then you realize, holy shit, this ain't just a meme. This is a full-fledged joke. It was amazing. I really like using it, but I'm also still absolute garbage as gunner. I die. Thankfully, I'm not that terrible. It's just I get hit by the most inconvenient things constantly. Mostly because I'm not watching for them nearly enough. Hey look, we're almost halfway there. Whoa, something about a lemon and a pear. Question? Oh, I didn't read that. I forgot, what quest are we doing? Who, what, when, where, and why? Alright, guess I don't care. Hold on, I think... Oh. Quest board. Addicting food. Oh yeah, I'm going down here to get some sweets. That works? Hold on. I didn't think I was going to be able to attack through the defenses. Can you guys stop being so gross with your squish squish? My cat Alice is sleeping behind me and I'm stupid jelly. Yeah, we're really close. We're really close to leveling up and being able to use that sword. I think it might happen this mission. Depends how many, you know, how many fucking gill sharks I have to fight. I guess they're not new per se, but... Thinking more along the lines of new as in roomful, not new as in character. Being new. Oh, I'm just gonna talk about another game because I can't stay awake long enough without talking to say to say anything about this game. Brawlhalla. Y'all ever play Brawlhalla? It's a free-to-play fighter that's really fucking cool. And there's even like tournaments, you know, really cool tournaments and you know, good old being developed and such. It's a really, really cool game and I really like it. But I also fucking hate it. Because, not because I'm bad at it, but because this computer I'm playing on, the old hard drive, I was playing that game, and, you know, I died, and just as I died from my friend Mateo, he's a angry Mexican child, kind of like Depp, but less. I was gonna say less nice, but he's more nice. A lot stupider. How's that? And Depp's like brooding angry Mexican child. He's like, yo, screams at video games, angry Mexican child. You know. Although Depp is not an angry Mexican child, he's an angry Mexican adult. He's a beautiful, beautiful man. I suggest you all check him out in the description below. That's right, I'm plugging Depp. Fuck you, Depp. Yeah, but I don't know what it is about them Mexicans. They make really good friends. I don't know why, like, I'm surprised by that or whatever. No, it's just a trend I see. Great people. Oh, yeah, Brawlhalla. So I developed a strategy that pisses anyone off. For a little context, I play as Orion, which I think uses spears and shields. Not spears and shields, spears and swords. It's been a long time, considering it was when this computer broke, which after this computer broke, I went and got a new computer. Then I went back to this one. Yeah. What is that panel? So Orion uses spears and shields. I think not spears and shields, spears and swords. I won't be able to talk correctly for the rest of my life, I swear. And I also play some bearded man that with blonde hair. He's beautiful. He wears a bear pelt. He uses, I think, axes and swords. Anyway, I love both of those characters because A, their weapons perfectly fit my playstyle, and B, they're really good at just, their weapons are really good for just chucking at the enemy as hard as you can, and just either picking up a new weapon and chucking that. Basically just ranged fighting when you're not supposed to be a ranged characters at all, except for people who have guns, but fuck that. You gotta always find a way around the system. Whatever system it is, always look for loopholes, always look for what you can do. You know, the millionaires did that, and now everyone's fucking poor and shit. The millionaires got the millions. I don't think that's how that worked at all, but it might be. Too tired to tell if what's spilling out of my mouth is bullshit or just, you know, just lying. Yeah, I like to do juggling, especially with about two. Where did the enemy go? I like to do juggling with about 2 weapons, especially 2 spears, but 2 swords work as well. Where you just chuck a weapon, and you can either grab that weapon or you can grab another weapon, another spear or sword, and chuck that instead. And you can grab, you know, as that one hits the person, it's not like exactly they can grab it. So what you can do is just throw your spear. And they can try to dodge it, but, you know, if you're fucking Hawkeye, like I am, just javelin throwing pro, gonna go Olympics next year, you can just actually hit them, unlike an idiot. Just don't be an idiot. Just don't lose. It's actually the perfect strategy. It works in every game. I do it in CS:GO. I do it in this game. Easy. Come on, man. Just don't lose. Literally, just never fail. Yeah, in that one. For the most part, if you hit them with a weapon, you know, they're gonna be slightly stunned. You know, they're gonna get that frame of like, just got hit by a weapon. They're gonna take a good chunk of damage, and it's, you know, it's gonna be a fun time for all, is what I'm saying. And if you have a second one, once you throw the first, it's not, they don't really have that bit of like a recovery time or iframes for it, so, you know, you can basically throw the next one just as the other one, you know, just as you could pick it up. So you get this kind of throw, pick up, throw, pick up, throw, pick up, and it works pretty well. You can either just rack up damage, or it's a great way to piss people straight off of cliffs. Because if they're too high, it's like, oh man, what am I gonna do to stop this person from being? No, just literally throw combo grab your weapons. My favorite strat, it will always be my favorite strat. And if I go back into that game, which I will not do, because I feel like, imagine somebody, you know, a known murderer, sorry, not a known murderer, somebody you know, murders somebody else, like your dog, and just goes, whoops, and, you're like, God damn it, I hate seeing you, get out of here. You killed my dog, bastard. Just, that's what, Brawlhalla's like with me, because it killed this computer originally. This computer is a zombie computer that I've had to, I think this is the Swedes, that I've had to replace and fix the parts into. Tell the truth, we aren't even really bakers. We're the cake sisters. What do you think the humidity here? Perfect. Pioneer 2 doesn't allow us to make cakes, so we came down here. Hey, you want to try one? What, monsters? Our enthusiasm for cakes is the strongest in the whole world. Welcome to Nero's Cake Shop. What would you like to purchase? Cake, cake, or cake? I think I'll take cake. Thank you. Got a cake. Are you surprised to find a cake shop in a location such as this? No, because I think I've already found this cake shop. Speaking of which, I think we're near the end of the episode. I'm also thinking my throat is way too dry. That. Oh no, this is the way to go this way. Alright, I don't think we're so close yet. So, hold on. I did no vocal warm-ups, absolutely nothing. And, yeah, I regret it. I also regret the fact that I haven't been hydrating all day today. And truthfully, I just want a Dr. Pepper, or a Depper as I like to call them. Do the Dr. Pepper added. Sorry if I gave a secret away. And yeah, I've been A, talking all day, B, also haven't done any warm-ups or anything good for my voice. So I think my voice is either going to go out or it's going to be solved tomorrow, and I'm not going to care at all. But yeah. I hate to say it, but don't you hate when your mucus gets too thin and stuff like your throat starts hurting, just like the insides, especially when it's up in your nose. It's not what I have at the moment. I just have an extremely dry mouth that water isn't solving. But it reminded me. Oh, I also get. I'm just gonna talk gross at the moment. I get sick very easily. I've just got a shit immune system. It's like a 6-year-old at the beach. Just, ooh, look at this. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, look at this. Oh, this is pretty. Let's pick this up. Oh, I really like this shell over here. Why don't we pick that up? And like, no, bad. Stop doing that. But of course, just as I am the bad parent of this analogy, it is the crafty child. And decides, hot dumbass, I snuck a shell into my coat. He said he'd know if I stole one, but he doesn't know. Ha ha ha. Hee hee. Hoo hoo ha ha. Yeah, that's right. I'm this tired. Sorry for the small gap in uploads. That's for a personal reason. I want to. No. That's just because I completely forgot Sunday. I was just like, you know what? I'm no longer going to upload Sundays. That's right. I'm no longer uploading Sundays. I'm going to do odd days starting on whatever day this is. Which I think this is Wednesday, so it's Wednesday, my dudes. It'll now be Wednesday, Monday, and Friday. While anything else I have will be put in a Tuesday. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday format slot. Just get up out of the ground. Trust me, we don't care. By we, I mean Not me and my audience, but me and my mag. Which I guess we're your audience. So, like, stop it, please. I came here for an entertaining monster fight, not Pornhub. You know, where they're just clinging together each other. Not there. Where am I supposed to go? It's not there and not there. It's not there. And I can't have enough brain cells to figure out where. It just means I gotta go to the bathroom. That's what that means. I'm gonna stretch. Hold on. I love my chair, but I wish it was a lot less squeaky. That wasn't exactly a good demonstration of its squeakiness, but you know. If you've been here long enough to actually decide to watch this, you'll know. Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something. Yeah, I missed something. Let's scroll out like an idiot. Sorry, that's out, but it goes in. There we go, I scrolled in. Which goes out, of course. And now, we can walk around slightly more gooder. I don't remember, I'll be right back. I don't know where I missed such a valuable item. I feel like it was over here and that I'm just really dumb. Don't worry, I've stimulated myself in my brain by reading a children's coloring book and hitting myself on the head with said book. Very effective, trust me. Come down, buy my book, $3. It's more of a pamphlet, but shut the fuck up. You know, how to keep yourself awake while inflicting pain and danger upon yourself. 2020 edition. Do not try what you read in the book. Do not try at home. Oh, you know I'm blind, but I'm not also dumb and deaf. Wait, no I am. Hold on, can I just... I have an idea. A question with, you know... A question even. Because technically this should work. She just said she wants sweets. And I feel like this cake is enough sweets. Also, I feel like my game was lagging, but that might be my brain. Oh, there's that. I learned about this and this. It's cake, isn't it? Please give it to me. Past cake. Thank you. Oh, that was it. Alright, GG. Well played. Have a nice.